Mm, 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 mm.
Alright, now we're good.
We're good, bro? Are we setting, bro?
Hang on. I'm gonna check something real quick, actually.
Okay. Do you think, bro? Just tell me when you're ready.
Alright, Cassius, say something.
Yo. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Say something. Yeah. Alright, now play like a random video.
And when you get iPhone 17 Pro on Spectrum, you get the same seamless connection you love at home. On the go.
Get the new iPhone 17 Pro, now available on Spectrum.
What? It's empty.
Alright, don't play it yet,
I'll be
bro.
right back. Gonna get some O's.
No, this isn't the. This is a different video.
Is it like a troll one?
No, I have no idea.
Alright, so I need to turn you a little bit up. And the whole thing a little down. Alright, should be good. So just go ahead and hit play.
Okay.
Hello, I'm playing the Let's Play world. I made a
The
farm.
player you're watching right now
I'm gonna restart.
Rewind.
Yeah, making sure we're good. I gotta get comfy too. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, I'm playing the Let's Play world. I made a
The
farm.
player you're
Navy
watching
208.
right now goes by the username
It's a really
Navy
old
208.
world.
He chats to us casually as he shows off his house and his farm, completely unaware that he's being watched. The story
Whoa.
begins
It's
with
like
a
OG
series of
Minecraft,
relatively
too.
normal YouTube videos, but
Whoa, these
skyrockets
are, like, some
down
really
a
old
deeply
videos.
strange and unsettling rabbit hole,
Phew.
with multiple players going missing and something very unnatural just
Enderman.
Bro, I've
watching.
never seen
But
that.
let's rewind a little back
Yeah,
to
I've never
Navy,
seen
who
that on
starts
Minecraft.
off his first video
Is that-
wondering what happened to his skin, though we
that
don't get much context as to
natural?
what
That's like
exactly
Steve
is
if he was
wrong.
blue.
He gives us a tour of his house, his mildly lackluster farm, and his strangely ambiguous green block atop a tree. Navy then shows us some of the land and expands the back of his house and ends the recording there, picking up where he left off in his
That's
second
shitty
video
video.
titled Windows. He tries using a door as fuel despite having 17 coal
This guy's
and
bad at Minecraft.
wait, there it is. Atop a hill in the distance, for just a second, we can get a glimpse of a strange black
Whoa,
block
magma cube.
watching Navy with 2 eyes.
Bro, yeah.
Navy
That doesn't
doesn't
spawn
notice it, though,
naturally.
and continues walking around his base unaware. He comes back to the furnace. The door didn't smelt, so he swaps in coal. He digs holes
That's
for the
usually how it
windows.
goes, I think.
The
I thought
glass
doors
continues
worked,
to
no?
smelt. The block still
Maybe
on the
not an
hill
OG.
outside.
Oh yeah.
Navy
you're
leaves
right.
the house, looking around. Does he
This
know?
house is actually coming along
He
nicely.
harvests his cacti, evidently unaware he's being watched. Or is he pretending? His items
Oh.
finish
Bro, I
smelting.
He
probably
doesn't
wouldn't
want
even
them
know.
to
Hole
know
runs
that
dry.
he knows.
He places in the windows of the house.
Is that how that goes,
one
really?
by one by
Oh,
one.
the OG
by
glass,
one,
bro.
Avoiding the spot with the block.
Looks pretty
on the
good.
hill. He digs a tunnel into the basement of his sandstone
Drip
foundation.
mining already.
He tiles his floor with cobblestone.
Nice. I like this house.
Bro, this guy's house is looking good.
The video ends.
Bye.
Nothing happens.
It's a good video.
But there's a detail of this footage that I left out. At the start of the video, we see the chat history between Navy and a player called Base XD.
Yo, I'm back. Yeah, I'll come back later. Okay, I'll record a video.
The two then talk about a sheep, and Base logs off. But remember Base, because this isn't the last we'll see of
Sheep
him.
was
The first 2
flying.
videos so
Interesting.
far
Huh.
have been odd, but pretty
Bro,
subtle.
he's getting
However,
hella
Minecraft.
video
views.
3,
What the heck?
Oh my god.
the The
Oh,
black
that's like the
block
block
from
that I was
before
looking
has
at.
now totally consumed Navy's base with fire, but Navy returns in the next video to no trace of it. Instead, a sign just saying sunlight. Interestingly, as Navy tours the rubble, we can see the black block is now gone from its perch on the hill.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, however, the solid green blocks we saw in video 1 have now replaced Navy's cacti. Navy is clearly puzzled and continues to walk around the world, unsure what to even make
a
of it
weird
all.
world.
Also worth noting, the arm
Yeah,
in this
jeez.
video
I
isn't
wouldn't
the
want
blue
this.
skin we've seen before. Instead, it's a regular
looks like Herobrine
Steve.
Mountain.
The sun sets, and the video ends with Navy walking over to a pumpkin patch. The next video, titled Watching, is just 7 seconds of the black blocks. Nothing
Creepy.
else. So we
How did
know
that
these
get
black blocks
190
are
views,
important,
bro?
but this then begs the obvious question, what is their purpose? And why did they burn down Navy's house? And who's watching him? We don't know much yet, but we get a better idea of what's going on here when we take a look at the description of the last video. The message seems like total gibberish, but if you
Cash,
attach
just
it to
pause
the
it.
end of a YouTube URL, it takes
What?
It's a YouTube URL, bro.
Was it? Oh.
Yep. I've
Do I need to
seen
go
one
back a
too
little
many
bit?
Wi-Fi's videos to know this. Nope.
just to an unlisted
play.
video on Navy's channel. Inside, the footage is very strange. It's of a player with a pumpkin on their head and an
got the
inventory
black
containing
blocks.
a nether star, 5 space-looking blocks, 2 tulips, and a book. But this isn't any inventory. It's the same amount of levels as what Navy had in the last video right before he walked up to a pumpkin
Oh.
patch. The player,
Bro, he got
Navy
taken
or
over.
not, walks back to the house to find 3 signs on a cosmic block
watching
of sorts.
himself.
We can't make out 2 of the signs. This one might say base, but the third sign is in plain sight. Base with a lot of ease. The player keeps walking around for a little before the video ends.
I love
and
the-
there's
the
also
letter
a comment
E,
from
bro.
Navy himself.
The
That's
night
hilarious.
is approaching.
Oh my god.
But what does it mean? It's obvious that this might have something to do with base XD, but the
Oh, I forgot about
connection
base.
isn't really obvious. My first reaction is that maybe Navy was captured. It does
Kinda
seem
like a
like his
side
XP
character.
amount, but what happened to his inventory is a mystery. All we do know is that from here on,
Maybe
things
the
are going
pumpkin
to
has
get
curse of
far
binding.
stranger, as in the next video, the eye
Oh, it
that
could be.
watches, Navy abandons his base with just a brick in his hotbar and sets off into the desert.
Brick
In the
can't do
top
much
corner
for
of the
you, bud.
screen, we can see the black block back atop
Oh.
a tree,
Oh, there-
watching
there it is.
Navy. He leaves his house and keeps walking, seemingly unaware of the black blocks that line the rim of every body of water he passes. He either somehow
dude.
doesn't notice, or for some reason is pretending not to. He continues
Yeah,
until he
he's
reaches
pretending.
a savanna plateau.
Hold
He
on,
climbs
wait.
over the edge of a hill.
3, 2, 1. Good night, Mom. See you in the morning.
Seriously, bro. Right as it was
I
gonna
had to
get.
pause it. Hold on, 3, 2, 1.
Sees red
We're back.
cows. Surely he should react,
Dude,
but
that
he
doesn't spawn
doesn't. He
naturally.
keeps walking until there's no excuse not to see it anymore. Navy stares at the cows,
Bro,
and the
stop
video
staring.
ends.
You're
Something
sus.
is evidently wrong with Navy's
like when you're
world, and
X-ray,
maybe
you know?
even Navy himself, given his lack
Yeah.
of a reaction, but we don't get much time to think it over, since
They,
the
like,
next
spawn the
video
diamonds in
takes us
front of you.
into a completely different world. The video titled Forest notably doesn't have Navy's usual
300
skin
views,
and
bro.
is in a
This guy's
square
insane.
aspect ratio with far worse quality than before. The
Yeah,
video
this is
consists of a
bad
player
quality.
hiding from a skeleton, burrowing down into the ground, and only when they think the coast is clear, running off into the dark
This
of
quality
night,
isn't
just
good.
in time for the sun to
Not good at all.
rise. A minute in, we see a suspiciously dark block, but it may just be a lighting issue.
Yeah, it's
Though while
just
this
lighting.
video itself doesn't have much out of the normal, its description sure does. The text is encoded
I know
in
what that
zeros
is,
and
binary.
ones, binary, and translating it to
Binary, yeah.
English using an online
that
decoder
translates
gives us this string:
to
"Don't kill,
Don't
the
kill animals
animals,
or that would be mad."
Will be mad. Is the
And I
that
knew it.
referring to the dark block we saw, or is
I
it
know how to read
something else
binary.
entirely? And whose gameplay even is this? Is it an earlier Navy or someone else? Until further
be
notice, I'll
base.
call this person Steven, and we see Steven
Steven
start
here.
off his next video killing a pig, which might not be the smartest move, I can't
Bro.
lie. Steven stumbles around the plains in the dead of night,
Bad
nothing
idea,
Steven.
strange, but as he
Bad.
comes up over a hill, he freezes. He notices a witch before booking it in the opposite direction, running through a crowd of mobs,
Oh,
tanking
boy.
hit after hit,
And the
until
quality
again,
is
the
even
video
worse.
ends with him dying. But this time, the description
Sheesh,
of the video
Steven.
isn't just a cryptic message. Translating the zeros and ones, we get a link to an unlisted
and I knew
video
that was gonna be a
called
link.
Nice.
experimentbase.json. Again, we we have a new skin,
Ooh, a
this
new
time
skin.
red and blue. But the
Spider-Man
structure they're
skin.
standing in front of is even more peculiar. It seems to be some sort of shrine made out of blocks we can't exactly
but
identify,
I've done
with an
that
end
before.
portal frame on top. The player stares it down for a few seconds before
But what
jumping
was that
into
thing
the
on
vast
top of it?
ocean in front of them.
Looks like an end portal frame.
That's what I think too.
And that's it. What we just watched is odd, but it isn't obvious how it connects to either Navy or Steven. But luckily, we can tune right back into Steven's story, as the next video picks up with him walking
Jeez,
through a
quality
savannah,
is still
and
terrible.
then this happens.
Bro, you lagging. Oh, it's base.
Wait, that's base though, not base XD.
Steven turns to
Whoa.
run, taking shelter in a nearby cave, shaking his head no, but Base says to come closer. And
His
Steven
name was Base
obliges.
You gotta
XD.
come.
The video ends abruptly, with a brief
Base.
chat message flickering in the bottom of the screen before it cuts. This
Oh.
is the 4th time the name Base has come up, and the 2nd time we've seen it directly on a player. So does this Base have anything
Think
to
you gotta
do
wear
with
the
the
pumpkin.
Base XD we saw in Navy's videos? It
Like
could
the
be,
eyes
but
thing.
whoever he is, it seems Steven is irrationally scared of the guy, yet also obedient given he comes back when Base asks him to. It's not enough to draw any
kinda
conclusions
cute.
yet. All we can do is follow
He's
the
an
story,
obedient
which
little
takes
boy.
us to the video port, where Steven,
just
I
kinda
assume,
lonely.
is building up
Yeah,
a
it's
little
cute.
house by the beach.
Oh,
the
back
video
in the
is
square
extremely
ratio.
normal until 26 seconds in, the screen goes black and this text appears. It then cuts back like nothing happened, and
odd.
Bad
Steven
quality.
finishes the port.
That's not
But, okay, this
naturally
wasn't an
occurring.
ordinary message. It's
Oh,
clearly
YouTube
some
link.
sort of
I've
code.
never
YouTube
seen that
link.
Clicking
before.
the message from Base
Yeah.
64, which you can
That's
identify by the
binary
2
for
equal signs at the end, gets you another link to an unlisted
YouTube.
video,
Yep, that's
Inside
binary.
2. If
We
you
know
remember
that.
Inside
We know
1,
this.
this video also has someone with a pumpkin on their head, but this time
a-
the space blocks are
a mob
gone.
farm.
It's just some tulips and another
seems to be
pumpkin.
in creative.
In the corner, we can see a pig held captive in a little
yeah.
plot of glass, with the sign underneath saying this.
Tom, the last pig on Earth.
The player places a tulip, and it cuts there. And from what I understand so far, we're watching 3 stories unfold all at once. One
Yeah.
is the story of Navy,
Yep.
the player we
That's it.
started this mystery with, who was just showing us around his base while being watched by a strange dark block in the distance. The dark blocks become more and more prevalent, and Navy runs into more and more anomalies before his footage suddenly runs cold.
Yeah.
We then
Oh,
get the
rip
story
Navy.
of Steven, another player who, like Navy, is seemingly also just trying to play Minecraft, and if the next video is any indication,
what if I told
is
you Navy
also about
is
to run into
base?
something strange. Finally, we have
Whoa.
the Inside Man, a
Yep.
figure
I
with
don't
a
think so.
pumpkin on his head that seems to be more
Navy got
in the know as
transformed
to
into
what's
base.
going on,
I
given
can
he's
tell.
had direct access to the cosmic blocks
No, bro.
themselves.
That
Not to
can't
mention,
happen.
assuming that Inside Man isn't Navy, we know he has access to Navy's world as well. It's also very possible that this Inside 2 video
Here,
was
let me give you
recorded
guys
on
a
the
spoiler.
same island
Someone's
where
watching
Steven
them.
built his port, in which case Inside Man has access
gonna have
to
to cut
both
that out.
worlds.
It's okay.
And I'd even wager that this Inside Man might also
That's
be the
big.
same person we see in experiment-base.json, given the
You
weird
could, like,
names
bleep it
of
out.
that
Wait,
video. Speaking
JSON?
of base, though,
JSON.
both Navy and Steven
wing?
have had
Thought.
interactions with someone named Base. Though, to be fair, Navy's base seemed totally normal, while Steven's base, well, you know. It's unclear what the
The
connection
eyes.
between these 3 stories exactly
The
is
eyes,
yet,
bro.
but we know
Eyes,
that there's at
though.
least some link between Inside Man and Navy, and, well, as I alluded to, Steven is also about to get roped into the
Entity.
fray. Steven starts off this video, again, killing a pig, a decision which may not be the
Yeah.
most wise.
He's
and
already
doesn't
killed
go
15 of
very
them. Look
long
in his hotbar.
unpunished.
Jesus, that's 15. Oh,
Whoa.
holy crap, I genuinely got
Steven
Jump
scared.
scare,
boards himself
bro.
inside the house, the strange
Jump
crying
scare warning.
entity following
Genuinely,
closely
that
behind. It
scared
isn't
me.
that scary of a creature,
Like,
but its
when Matt-
existence is
you know when your tummy
definitely
drops?
abnormal. Why is this thing here? Steven
Yeah,
checks
I
if
know.
the coast is clear
could-
before
could
walking
feel that in
around
my,
to make
like,
sure that the
down
thing
below, you
isn't
know.
there anymore.
Sheesh.
Oh, it's
Steven,
gone.
watch
He's-
out.
Bro, Steven, you're good. It's gone.
No,
Wait,
Steve, it's right over there.
I think I see it. No, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
He walks
Steve's
back
sword.
into his house before tearing down the door and boarding himself in, and
Smart.
that's the last we see
Smart.
from him.
Yeah, I
The
like that.
description of this video is another base64 URL, but this
Oh my
time it's
gosh.
part of a Mediafire link
classic.
to an image
To
called
Mediafire. Knew it.
pplo.png.
Oh,
Though
image,
the link
yeah.
is broken and we can't actually download the image, we now almost surely know that Navy and Steven are both being watched and tracked down by someone, but that someone's intentions
Kinda
are
looks
still
like a zombie
very
the
much
way it hit him.
unknown. Is it really for killing
Yeah,
animals?
but
It
Well,
does-
with the
killing
entity,
animals,
bro.
especially pigs,
Wait,
has
pause it.
been a recurring motif in the series.
I think it's just a texture pack, and that was just a zombie.
No, bro, that's the effing entity. What do you mean?
No, look at how it
Oh,
moves,
is
though.
it really for
That's the entity,
It's
bro.
moving
That's
like a zombie.
no, bro.
Look
That's
at, go back
obviously
10
not
seconds.
natural.
Guys, does this look like a texture pack for a zombie?
being watched and tracked
No,
down
why would
by
it spawn in
someone,
like that?
but
That's
that someone's
obviously the
intentions are
entity.
still very much unknown.
Look at
is
how
it
it
really
moves.
for killing animals? Well, killing animals,
Bro.
especially pigs, has
We'll learn this later.
That's. Oh my gosh. Okay.
been a recurring motif in the series. Navy, as you may notice, only feasts on pork. Steven starts off 2 of his videos killing a pig, and Inside Man is pretty concerned with preserving
Technoblade.
pigs, a goal
Yeah.
that aligns with whoever the he we heard
That's
about
smart.
earlier is. In any case, things are about to go from bad to worse,
not Minecraft,
because in the
it's
next
Python,
video,
bro.
I Want to See You, we're
Hey,
actually
yo.
back to some very oversaturated footage from Navy himself. I know
Oh,
this
this is
isn't
Navy,
his
nice.
usual skin, but you'll just have to take my word for it, and I'll show this as Navy later on. He walks through a regular field, but then we see something odd in the tree next to him,
The
and the
eyes.
video cuts. The word stop appears on screen, and the
Whoa.
footage repeats over and over in some sort of loop before it breaks and the video ends. The floating head we saw resembled that of the entity that jumped
The
Steven in
zombie?
the last video,
Oh,
and it's
yeah,
clear
the
that what was
entity.
coming for him has just come for Navy as well. The description
Aw,
is
crap.
more base 64,
Yeah,
and it's the
base
same
64,
message
bro.
over and over and over again.
That looks like an
Do
image
the
to me.
eyes see me? Creepy on its
You think
own,
that's gonna
but
be
the
an image?
description of the following video is even more concerning. We're back to Navy's original
Oh,
blue
the
hand, but in a
eyes.
place we've never seen before.
Weird.
A long corridor of the eye blocks, all
Yep.
watching Navy. Actually, wait, this isn't Navy at all. The difference is subtle, but these darker 2 pixels aren't on the edges of Navy's arm, but they are for whoever this
Oh,
is.
yeah.
This is someone new. The
They're
mystery
they're
figure
trying
walks
to
for
be
a while before
Navy.
reaching a sign with some odd text.
Huh.
He keeps walking and
Interesting.
runs into a very simple looking
Could be
base
Steven.
setting,
Like the
and then a
background.
second sign.
Yeah, this
equally
could be a
sparse,
Steven
then
or a
third.
base,
He
maybe.
then enters a room with a structure like the one we saw in experiment-base.json, with an eye block watching from atop a pedestal. There's a pit with a sign written in gibberish, and our player hesitates
Yep,
for a
jump
little
down.
before
Just go in,
taking
bro.
the plunge
YOLO.
down. If we analyze the
There's
signs
water
we
down
walk
there,
past,
you'll-
we can see that
you
each
can
random
MLG.
symbol corresponds with a letter. Putting them all
I.
together,
Oh,
of course,
I.
spells I. In the
Means
next
I.
video, Ascend,
Eyes.
our mystery
Remember this,
man
guys.
descends deeper into the complex, entering a huge room with eyes
Whoa,
everywhere.
how
in
long
the
did this
corner,
take
we
to
can spot
build,
another
bro?
pig trapped in
Sheesh.
glass, a strange
Probably a little
clump
bit.
of leaves, a stream of
More than 10
water,
minutes,
and an
tops.
obsidian shrine with eyes all over it. The player keeps walking through it, taking it all in. He passes by a
I could
cluster of
notice.
signs with one word written all over them. I.
I.
He keeps walking into another
That means
group of
I.
signs with
Thank you,
very,
bro.
very unsettling messages.
Please, my eyes. I won't kill them anymore. Navy 208. Please forgive us.
Oh.
Ascend, take me back. Ascend is our god.
Our character is momentarily
Wait, that's
transfixed.
the house,
That's
yeah.
We're then
his
eyeing what looks
house.
like a replica of Navy's old base from
Freaky.
the very beginning. He keeps walking.
Mm. Ah!
Whoa.
The player
Creepy.
then reads one more final
Yeah,
sign,
kinda got creepy.
asking if he'd like to ascend.
Yes, I would like to ascend.
Go on the left. At the crossroads, don't turn left, bro.
This is by far the most important
62
video we've
Chad.
seen yet. The
Yep.
text below the red face, who I can only
After
guess is meant
ascending.
to be Ascend himself, apparently confirms that he's some sort of angel, god, deity type figure. He's likely the same he who doesn't wish animals to be killed, hence
Oh,
why
yeah.
some of the signs are asking
Hebrew,
for
bro, I
forgiveness,
told you this was
saying they
Muslim.
won't kill anymore. We can
Don't kill
guess
pork.
that it's this Ascend figure who's been controlling all the eyes, watching over
Safe to
Navy and
assume.
Steven. But who is this new figure trigger that's inside his complex. Is it Inside Man, Base? Luckily, the next video picks up right where this one left off, and the player falls into a totally white room. He walks through a few signs.
Did I ascend? Do I ascend? Ascend with them. Trust our God, ascend. We will ascend.
He keeps walking
All of
through
this
the
is
white
just about
and back
ascend.
into the eye blocks.
BP. Kinda sounds like music. Almost.
Whoa, they're like eyes.
Ah.
Oh, ascend.
And there's our god once again.
ascend.
The footage suddenly cuts though, and
Why
we're
are my
greeted by a
legs kind of
familiar
shaking,
hotbar,
though?
Inside Man. The screen is half covered in
Okay.
eyes, and
Good
we
thing
can
I might
barely
pee
tell
before
what's
this.
going on. Briefly, we can see the book in his hand is titled
Oh,
Ascend.
titled
He runs
Ascend.
through plenty of signs that I can't
That's
make
like the
out,
deity,
but this
the
one
god guy.
definitely says, I need eyes. The next video picks up with Inside Man running through the same area, coming across these new red eye blocks. It suddenly cuts to a piece of text, which I'll come back to in a moment, and when it cuts back, Inside
That's
Man
a
is
YouTube link if
investigating
I've
the
ever
large
seen one.
clump of these Ascend
Probably.
eyes, I'll call them. He hesitates before, of course,
Ascending.
jumping down. Whoever Inside Man is, they're clearly
It looks
going
like a end
deeper
city.
and deeper into this Sky Eye
I know.
complex. Whether they're part of it or some sort of infiltrator is yet to be known, but unlike the player from before, he seems to have some sort of idea of what he's doing. But let's revisit the text we saw earlier. Running it through a base 64 decoder, we get a MediaFire link to a file called ascendfootage.png. And I want to say now, do not do what I did and download files from the internet that you don't know who created. That's how you get viruses. With that said though, this is what the image looks like. It's a red filter over a beta house with a weird white light shining
that
through
thing
the
in the
door.
middle.
For a link that was on screen for essentially
it.
half the video, I was expecting something a bit more informative, but the next video takes us somewhere completely different. We now get to see
Whoa,
a hand for the
house.
first time in a while,
A
and it's an
house.
Alex skin we've never
House.
seen before.
House.
Someone actually left a comment about the skin change, to which Navy responds with a link to an Imgur file of a house. It looks like the same house we see in the
But
video,
taller.
except before some sort of disaster. Alex enters the house and looks around, showing us a strange black block in the top corner. The house extends much further back than you'd think,
Whoa.
and Alex walks up to two tunnels, one labeled no exit and the other exit.
One
After
goes
a
to the
bit of
right, one goes to the
deliberation,
left.
Alex picks exit and
Smart
continues down the
Alex.
hall. She heads down a side
Get outta here,
corridor
bud.
and runs into a few signs. They're too dim to see at first, but brightening the video, we get "Do you see me?" Alex turns around and heads
Eyes.
towards the exit before the corridor
Eyes,
turns
bro.
into eyes. And of
Eyes.
course, Alex jumps. The story picks up right back in the next video, and Alex looks around to find themselves in a strange
The new
gray
biome.
world, the
Yeah.
playground. There are spiraling
It's a playground
towers,
biome,
a tall
it's new to
pillar,
Minecraft.
trees made of wool, strange floating cacti,
I don't know.
and suddenly a
Okay.
jump cut to the Ascend footage image we downloaded before. When we cut back, Alex is standing on a pile of Ascend eyes, and it appears she's back in the headquarters, but a few of the buildings
You have to
remain.
ascend,
Alex
bro.
runs off into the darkness and seems to materialize inside a house in the following video, the center. After a second of looking
Center
around,
is
Alex
what we call
walks
that.
outside into a gray world
yeah.
with signs waiting for them.
More
I
signs.
watched you. I know what you did to them. I'm not gonna let that happen. Welcome to Experiment Base. You are gonna ascend. Follow me and ascend with me and the other people.
Beside her
probably
new
Navy
house is a
talking.
pen almost overflowing
Could
with
be.
pigs. Scattered all around
That's
are
kind of the main
strange
character.
structures and pillars of blocks leading into clumps of Ascend eyes watching over it all. Alex follows a trail of torches into a nearby building. There's a sign that says art, and as they walk in, we get hit with a very strange bit of audio. The video cuts back,
Strange.
and Alex stands in front of a pit.
That is
of
a strange
Ascend
audio.
eyes. I don't need to tell you what happens next. I'm sure you can guess.
Gotta check the inside, and I'm scared.
Chat, what are we thinking?
Oh my god!
Alright,
Bro,
after
press
the quick
skip.
little break,
We gotta give it a little
I'm
moment.
loving it.
Let's try and digest
Alright, we're
what
back.
we just watched. It's uncertain if Alex is the same person as Inside Man, but given her hesitance and Inside Man's apparent confidence, I'd wager they're two different people. In that
Yeah,
case,
I
how
noticed
Alex
that.
got to the house in the first
So,
place
yeah.
is unknown, but their behavior looks very similar to that of the player who got abducted into the Sky Eye. It could well be that they shared a similar fate. In any case though, after traveling through the various various oddities of whatever this place is, Alex runs into these messages, which I'd guess are from Ascend himself. The most interesting sign by far, though, is this one. It implies that this whole setup is some sort of protocol or experiment made to deal with players who Ascend wants to capture. And actually, the sign Ascend with all of us makes me think that this writer isn't Ascend, and maybe someone who works under him. Perhaps it's Base himself, though that's largely speculation for now. The audio we hear inside the house sounds like it could be some sort of audio cipher, though after putting it in both a spectrogram and oscilloscope, it came back with no hidden meaning. It seems like it's really just weird noise. There's also these buttons out on the front of the house, which I thought could be some sort of Morse or binary code, but no matter what I tried, assigning torches as dots, buttons as dots, multiple buttons as dashes, single buttons as dots, nothing gave any intelligible message. So all that we're left with is that this Alex player quote-unquote ascended, just like the others we've seen. But why? And by now, I'm sure you may have lots of other questions, but don't worry, because so does Navy.
Navy's back.
Arm guy Navy 208 is back, clearly not gone just yet. The arm we see here is the same arm that I told you was Navy a few videos ago, so we can assume that this is where he was sent after whatever that was captured. Navy stumbles across a weird misshapen player named Void Base and 566, and then we see something huge. This player has the exact same arm as the arm we saw from Sky High to Descend. This is that same player who is exploring the complex.
Hello? Who are you? You. Me. You. Me what? What do you mean? Him. Who? Hello?
You.
Ask.
You.
Who is ask?
Ascend, it's short.
Ascend.
I don't understand.
He doesn't have a lingo.
He wants me. What?
Hey, yo.
My eyes.
Oh, he took the eyes, look. Poor guy.
His eyes are gone.
Void then turns his head at Navy, and Navy begins to run away, sprinting from Void.
Bro, Void isn't a bad guy. Seriously.
Uh-oh, here comes Void.
No, Void
Kinda like that video.
Void is just scared,
Wait.
bro. See?
Wait,
No. No.
hey, chill on Void, bro.
And
Finally, we're getting somewhere big. The description of this video is in binary and translates to the end of a Mediafire URL. Downloading it gives us an image of Void with more binary. Translating that gives us everyone will become Void. Evidently, when players ascend, they're turning into these hollow Void versions of themselves, hence the "they took him" in the description of Inside Man's first video. The Ascend demon thing we saw earlier must be trying to convert people into Void for some reason or another.
For their
we don't
eyes.
know why just
Void.
yet, nor what the eyes have
for
to
their
do
eyes.
with
He's
anything.
taking
We've
their
heard many
eyes.
mentions
So
of
every
eyes
one of those
being
blocks is
important,
a
but as
person.
for what they represent, it's still largely
Oh,
unclear.
yeah.
Regardless, we can
Are
only
you in
keep
there?
watching as
Yeah,
Navy
I got
lands in the
taken a
pit
while
of
ago,
Ascend
bro.
eyes with a now corrupted
Really? No,
inventory. He
I
calls out
yeah.
to Void, but gets no
I just haven't
answer.
played Minecraft
He
in a
keeps
little bit.
walking into a
You wanna
larger
hop on
room,
after this?
and in the distance,
Sorry, bro.
there
I just hope
is
they don't take me.
Ascend
Whoa.
watching. But Navy's
Ask
too late
Ascend,
to
for
react.
sure.
Ascend
That
approaches fast and
My bad. Yeah, that's ask.
well, he's not the most scary, is he? But after that, Navy's screen turns into the
Yeah,
same
I was about to
misshapen
say,
form we saw
seriously?
inside Man
That's
and
your
the Ascended
monster, bro?
players had earlier. This must
We're better
happen
than
when
this.
their eyes are taken. He runs away and the video ends. The description is just another link to an image of
Binary.
Ascend with 7 eyes. In the video and title, he only had 6, and after the encounter, half of Navy's screen is now black. You can piece together the rest.
Oh,
And
took it
it's
as
not
took one
only
of his
Navy
eyes.
who gets a visit from this thing. The next video following Navy's ascension is from the perspective of someone called Maximum01. They give us a tour of their house, and
Why is
nothing
everyone
and
extraordinary
their
mom on their-
happens,
on this
except
server,
at the
bro?
end of the video, they happen to chop up a rabbit, and in the last few seconds, they watch as the sun cracks and turns red. Maximum is immediately taken off guard and opens his inventory to find this: text and lines littering the screen. Obviously, he's confused, but just a few seconds later, someone named Hello joins the game. Maximum tries to talk to it before suddenly the footage cuts and you can hear a man talking.
That is his name.
It cuts back, and it turns out that what we just saw happened to Maximum live, and he freaks out. He runs back to his house, and then he sees it.
Uh-oh.
That
He has a very
would be
reasonable
send.
reaction to seeing this thing
I think
and
that's
runs to
ask.
hide inside his house. As he looks at the creature, it cuts to just a frame of its eye staring right at him, with a siren noise playing in the background. Hello says hello, and
It's
in
an
a panic,
it's just an
Maximum boards
Enderman,
up
I
all
think.
of his windows before telling Hello
Maybe.
there's no chance in the world he's leaving his house. He stays inside, panicking, and the video ends. The description of this video is in base
a lot of
64,
binary.
32, and 2
Seriously.
respectively. Translating it all, it gives us this.
YouTube
Hello.
link.
I am watching you. Come with me. The sun is gonna die soon. The end is near.
It seems Hello is yet another entity that works under Ascend, and Maximum isn't his only target.
The
I'm
sun
skipping
is
through
gonna
videos
probably
that I'll
die
return to in
soon.
a second, but in the video Open Your Eyes,
You could
we get a
assume
new
that,
player,
yeah.
this
I mean,
time
maybe.
with an Alex skin.
There's
Raid
Alex, and then there's-
10012.
Jeez, how many people are in
He's
this
also
server?
giving a base tour,
I
and
know.
all is normal until the screen cuts, and when we're back, all of his windows are replaced with eyes. The sun has died and gone a deep red,
Not again.
and standing behind him too is Hello, another victim. Though this time I want to suggest that maybe this raid guy is the same Alex we saw in the playground video and in the house
yeah.
video. The link in the description is just another image with the text "Do you see me?" and that's the same text as both the title of the first video the Alex skin appears in, the description of the following playground video, and the text we see on the sign. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe these
Do
are
you
actually
see
out
me?
of order. Raid was first captured by Hello, as we see here, and then transported to the house and playground dimension we saw later, but that's just a theory. A game theory.
Oh, classic.
Bro, really? Hit us with an ad?
Jeez, what a troll.
What's the... Just skip it, bro. Why are you not skipping?
Bro, we're back, we're back.
If you recognize this arm, I don't even
Just took
have
a
to
quick
tell
break.
you who it is.
Navy.
Navy. Earlier, I skipped 2 videos to get to
Nice.
Raid, and this is the first. He's in a new white room with Ascend eyes by the entrance. He descends down a long staircase of blocks, opening each one as he goes. Halfway down, the screen cuts to the message,
Tired, bro.
"It's your fault." Navy continues, unfazed. He arrives at the base of the structure to find a world that
Come on,
looks
Navy.
like the
It's not
playground,
your
with
fault,
a
by the way.
horribly disfigured sun. But looking around, it looks somewhat familiar. That's Navy's base. These are Navy's trees. This is Navy's
Wait.
world. Corrupted and turned into whatever we're looking
Oh,
at.
yeah.
littered with strange towers he never
is his
built.
world.
He reaches a pit of eyes, and for the
And
first
let me
time
guess,
in the
there's water at
series,
the
a
bottom.
character doesn't jump down an ominous
be.
pit. He returns to the tower and climbs up a little before he sees this.
Base. Wait, pause it, pause it.
Alright, read it. Base? Oh, shoot.
God damn it. Base, do you see me? Say hello. The end is coming. He is here. Say hello. Look at me. Me. Farm.
Sunlight.
Run.
Oh.
Burns. I am here. The eye that watches sunlight. I am watching you. Nowhere to run. Run. Inside. Welcome. Windows. The end is near. And then there's 7 eyes like Ascend. Wait, no, there's only 6. This is before he got his 7th eye. Oh my gosh, Cassius. You're ruining my immersion, bro. Oh my gosh. God. All my immersion is gone. Just press play.
Alright. Get most of that out, by the way.
Why?
It's kind of funny keeping it. It's us. So fuck.
Oh boy, that's hello.
Oh, you're right. No, that's ask.
And
Oh,
that's it. The thing stares Navy down before we cut to the next video, and Navy is running through a dark corridor. He reaches a junction and keeps running before the footage cuts to a picture of a city.
Whoa.
He
City,
keeps
a city.
going,
That was
and
rough,
only a
though.
few
Atlanta.
seconds later, we see the same thing. A city
Base?
with the text,
No, it's base.
"It's your fault." But Navy just keeps running. and then this.
Then that
Why?
happened.
Then Navy stops and encounters
Or
another
Steven,
player, Void and Base.
I know you.
The screen cuts
no.
to black again.
It's all your fault, Navy. He is dead because of you.
Oh no.
My brother.
What?
Base XD.
What? You and that stupid ward.
Oh god.
If he can't have the sun, you can't either. I've been watching you for years. I know what you did. I know everything.
Leafy's explain
work
what's
for
going
them.
on, bro.
Come on.
Sorry.
No. It can't end like this.
Ukraine.
I knew it was Russia.
Addressing the elephant in the room, the images you saw, if you haven't figured out yet, were all taken of Ukraine. The final image is the most obvious, and I was able to find it here, but the other images are also likely those of Ukrainian cities, with their signature blocky architecture. This is by far the most important video of the bunch, and we're finally getting a sense of
this
what this
is why
series
Ukraine
is
is
all
in
about.
a
But before
war.
we talk about it, there's one detail about
Oh my
this all
God.
that I left out.
Because
If
of-
you
You're
look
right.
into the
Because of
description, the
freaking
binary
Navy.
turned Mediafire
Wait,
link isn't
Navy.
to an
Oh my God,
image,
exposed.
it's to a world.
Oh my God,
Ascend.raw.
bro.
And I
Put
repeat
two and two
now,
together.
do not download
Right now.
sketchy files off the internet. Unless you're me. Because unzipping the file, we get a Minecraft
Oh,
world.
wait.
It seems totally uninteresting at first, but going all the way
He's loading
back
in.
to the center video and looking in the description, we see a set of coordinates. Teleporting to these coordinates takes us to a hidden room with a chest and a written book. Ascend by base. The
Oh, God.
binary translates
Binary.
to
I miss you. I hope you are
Leafy's in.
good. Goodbye, brother.
It's impossible to deny that this series has something to do with the Russian-Ukrainian war.
Yeah.
The Ascend message placed over the Ukrainian soldier waving his flag, Base mentioning the war that apparently Navy is a part of, now all the why and it's your fault messages in the previous videos make sense. We know Navy is somehow involved in this conflict and evidently on the opposite side of Base. The
He could
direct
be the
metaphor
president.
here is still uncertain though. What exactly is the message and how do Ascend's goals line up with Base, Navy, and all the other characters we've seen? It could be
That's
that
what
the
I'm
killing
trying
of
to figure
animals
out.
and pigs is a parallel for the casualties in
Yeah.
war, and Ascend is
Oh.
just some sort of being that punishes those who takes part in conflict.
Oh,
But
he's a
that
good
seems
guy.
like a stretch given only what we've seen. But regardless, the series is about
He
to
likes
come
stretching,
to a climax, and we're about to meet arguably our most
The
important
anomaly.
character yet.
Whoa, whoa,
the
whoa.
skin has a Steve arm, but at this point we know it's a common trait. They walk through a dark forest towards their home, the sun absolutely bloodshot. They look around. They know something is coming for them. The player digs into their attic and reads 4 signs.
Hello. I am here. Bum. Do you see me?
He heads back down and opens a chest, and we can see his inventory is corrupted, just like Maximum's was. He grabs a strange item
that's
though.
not a good
Its
sign.
name is in Russian, and it translates to end. The player steps outside and begins swinging the item. He knows something is coming, and he isn't afraid. The screen freezes, and
Holy
the
crap.
text "execute, run, execute" displays on the hotbar with a giant eye looking down at us. It stays like this until
My eyes are wide open, bro.
Jeez.
What the heck is it talking about?
a man talks in what is likely Russian. We see the message "Open your eyes," and Kyiv, the capital city of Ukraine, comes on screen with the text "Do you see me?" and the video ends. We're getting two messages at once here. At first, on the surface level, our protagonist is clearly somewhat competent in fighting back against the monsters capturing people, unafraid of
there you go.
taking them on with his strange gadget. On a higher level, the series seems to be telling us to pay attention to Ukraine, not to be oblivious to the conflict they're fighting. It may be that Ascend, the collector of eyes, is representative of some force taking eyes off the war, silencing those who are aware. But then why do so many people want him to save them? All we know for certain is that this Steve here is the only one we've
'Cause
seen who can
ignorance is
truly fight
bliss.
back, and he's not done
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
The next video continues with the same player now inside a large white room in the void. He takes a look around, peering over the edge at the various towers and bridges,
Oh, you got a little
looking for
tool.
something,
Do not fall
until
off,
someone
bro.
called "I'm Good" says hello in chat. Our protagonist says hello back, and we can see his name is Russ00100.
Russ?
Where are you?
Okay, Russell, really?
Russ did not tell me you
Wait, no,
had
it's-
it.
I know. I feel like he would. It's okay to keep sending that. Yeah. Oh, it's a send.
And there go your eyes, buddy.
Oh, bro,
And
both
it's
your
playing
eyes.
creepy music.
Ah.
Damn.
You're done for. You're bro. You're cooked.
Where's
You're
Navy
cooked.
208?
Whoa, this guy knows Navy. He's dead?
Oh, they killed Navy.
What?
No,
Who are you?
not Navy, bro.
He's gonna say, I'm Army.
Tell me, please.
That'd be hilarious.
You.
What?
Someone else was saying
Russ
you.
panics, threatening to jump off the map,
Oh, yeah, you're
asking
right.
I'm good to take him out of this place.
It was
I'm
Navy
good stays
and
silent,
Void.
and Russ jumps off. But he doesn't escape, and he comes back with a corrupted inventory and broken skin. He runs back to the entity, begging. I'm good gives no closure, and Russ keeps jumping off, again to no
He
avail,
never
until
existed.
finally he jumps one more time and
You
finds
created
himself in
him.
an even darker world, approaching 3
Wake
more
up.
I'm goods, as well as hello. The screen cuts to black
you seeing
with
these
the
chat
words dead
messages?
trees written all
Yeah.
in caps. From
Those
what
were
we've seen,
ominous.
Russ is the best hope of anyone figuring out how to stop Ascend and the rest of these beings. He's the first we've seen to survive a corruption, or at the very least get a reasonable response from an entity, but it's not enough, and apparently we now learn that Navy 208 never existed, that he was just a dream Russ
What?
created, though that may not necessarily be the case. In the description, we can find a code of ASCII, and translating it to text gives us another Mediafire link
That
to
looks
an
like
image
ASCII
with a
to
simple
me.
message. Don't trust him, that's a lie. Don't trust who? What's the lie here? Who's lying? Is it I'm good? Is Navy really alive? Russ walks through a corridor, reaching a sign labeled Navy 208. Another door with a sign referencing Maximum 01 and someone named Stambrop, and a final sign down the
Raid.
hall for Raid 11012. He opens tab and everyone is there. Silent. Russ opens Navy's door
Like
to
a
find him
prison.
well and alive. The entity was lying. Russ begins to talk to him.
Navy, I thought you were dead.
Navy doesn't respond, and instead throws him a book.
I can't talk. I found a way to escape. That thing lied. I'm real. I'm alive. Trust me. That thing is not real.
trust
The
you.
behemoth is the creator. He created Ascend. Ascend is just one of them, like you. Ascend recruits more people into this cursed place for the behemoth. In some time, the behemoth comes here to eat us. But don't worry. I know how to escape in case the behemoth
What
is
is the
coming.
Russ doesn't
Behemoth.
understand, and they decide to just
it's
wait.
the other
In
guy.
the meantime, he opens the other doors of the corridor, confirming everyone is really there.
Sheesh, it's like the Avengers, like meeting up, bro.
Save us.
Oh. That's sudden. Uh-oh.
Navy throws Russ another book.
If you are reading this, the behemoth is coming. Use this thing
Uh-oh.
I gave you. You know how to use it. We need to kill him now, or everyone will turn into more creatures and this will never end. I just want
I
to
can
say
pick that.
goodbye to you in case you don't make it. I just wanted to play a normal game, but this
Maybe.
ended bad. By the way, Base XD, our friend, was killed by the behemoth. We
No.
won't see him anymore.
No!
Thank you.
Ace.
Bro, we have
Goodbye.
to take this guy out.
Navy 208 to Russ 001
Navy,
00.
Together. Us. Me, you, Russ. Let's do this.
It's gonna be like Navy left the game. Bro, Russ is low-key pissing me off.
Why?
Why is he typing in caps, bro? Whoa, diamond pickaxe, but it doesn't look diamond.
Holy crap. Yeah.
He just killed the behemoth.
Oh my
When
god.
the
You
footage
did
cuts
it.
back, Russ is holding a tulip and returns to the room to find Navy waiting for him.
Yes,
they
Navy,
head
okay,
together
Navy,
Oh my
back
gosh.
down into a normal
He's gonna
world.
make a pig thing.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh, you remember
we
the
saw this
little
earlier.
foreshadowing?
Leafy's loves to do that type of stuff. That's like a rip base, bro.
Really? Oh, it's a base.
every
base.
player that was trapped in that final room we saw was captured by Ascend. It's likely that Stambarop is Steven, the player we saw with the bad Minecraft footage. And if Navy is to be believed, even Ascend himself is just another player captured and morphed into an entity by the behemoth to collect eyes for one reason or another. From my understanding, maybe Base, the original, had some sort of deal with the behemoth and was working on his side, hence how he has control over the fallen stars and other entities. And as he said, this isn't over yet. There are just 5 more videos left before we get to the bottom of this whole thing. The first consisting of an unknown player with a Steve skin innocently building a house where nothing at all of note happens. Though interestingly, it's the same house we saw all the way back in the image at the beginning titled Ascend footage. It could be that this is some sort of genesis, an inciting incident from the past, and maybe this is even gameplay of Ascend himself before he got turned into whatever we see in future videos. But there's not that much to go off of, and luckily the next video has returned to Navy as he comes back to his world. Everything is totally normal and he repairs his house, thanking us for all that's happened. Though for some reason, he gets advancements again, ones that he should already have unlocked, and there's no reason to be getting twice. But that doesn't matter, it seems as though he's finally won, right? But the binary in the description leads to a third unlisted video which begs to differ. A dark entity bigger than any we've seen yet standing before us. This isn't over yet.
Oh, my immersion.
I was locked in
Navy begins to notice things that are wrong. His skin has gone black, and he tells us there's something he found in his world that shouldn't be there. The footage bugs horribly while he runs, as if something is taking a toll on his world. And then we see it. A house that shouldn't exist because Navy didn't build it, but Steven or Stambarop or whoever this is did. This house is a block-for-block replica we see in the encounter with the entity video, down to the torch by the ground. But what it's doing in Navy's world now is a complete mystery. But Navy's not done. He takes us over to something else he found, a tunnel. This time I have no idea what this is referencing. It seems like a random tunnel,
that doesn't
who
spawn
knows, maybe
naturally,
I'm
I
missing
don't think.
something. Navy goes to leave the area, but as he does, we see it. Another black player watching Navy inside his world, but he doesn't notice. After all this, there's still something watching him. Navy takes us home, unaware the player is following him. He chops cacti, then plants it, and without warning runs back to the area with the house and the tunnel. The black figure is gone, but Navy discovers a pit he's never seen before. But he doesn't jump down, and instead just heads home again, looking behind him as if he feels someone is watching, but no one's there. And just like that, the video ends. Finally, we've reached the climax. Navy leaves his house to see eye blocks sprawling everywhere. 2 giant entities stand behind his base with the dark player flying in front of them.
Base, what is this? This is the end, Navy.
I know.
What do you mean? I was never your friend, Navy. I hate you since you did what you did that day.
Oh my god, you jackass, I knew you would betray us.
No, but what is
I'm on Navy's side no matter what. Bro, I'm on Navy's side no matter what, I'm telling you.
Stop us now. Please.
Please. Don't even think about it, bro.
Please.
Wait, base is the same as void.
Oh my gosh.
Bay. It's embarrassing.
That is a little embarrassing. That is the past. Let it go, bro. Hit me.
Bro, my phone is not
Don't
charging.
do this. Don't destroy this world. You don't want to do this space. Bro, come on.
Really?
Are you on base's side, bro?
Yeah.
F you. No. He's in How is he doing that? He's flying.
It's his world,
Bro.
We're all just living in it. He's being a good guy right now. He's telling them to leave.
Bro? Graham, get out of here. Uh-oh. Is he gonna have to sacrifice himself? Oh yeah!
Let's
Sheesh,
go.
base. You wanna play?
Weird.
Strange. Very strange.
Am I the only one wondering who Neo is? The final video on Navy's channel is
Yeah, I
called
was wondering that
Outside.
too.
It's of a player with a black
didn't see
skin
that.
running through a looped series of tunnels covered in eyes. At the end, we can barely make out the legs of something massive, but as quickly as it started, it ends. And we're left with that. Except we're not. Because as I finished writing the script, Navy uploaded one final video onto his channel. I was gonna end this video with a series of questions. What Navy's relationship with base was, what all this had to do with Ukraine, what the behemoth was, but no, this video answers all of that. We open up to a player digging out a mine and then running up the stairs to find a sign.
Don't kill animals, please. I like them, okay?
The player responds, and we can see a strangely familiar name on a pig across the hall. The player exits the mine but is shocked to find that their entire base is now completely decimated. A tower of lava stands in the distance
Colombia.
and a Russian flag
Russia.
blows in the wind atop
Russia.
the base. The player
Close.
runs over to more signs. They don't know how to respond at first, but place down two of
Wait,
their
look, you
own.
have to go back. Is that
Hello,
good?
Navy 208. No worries, we can be friends, Navy 208.
Clearly, they don't
basically
really
just,
mean it though,
like,
as they then trash the signs with blocks, trashing the
destroyed
flag as
the
well. But
Navy
in their
destroyed
rage,
his
they spot
base.
one more message in the rubble, a promise of revenge from yet another familiar name. Of course, base says yes, and the rest is history. This was the Genesis, Navy 208, Base XD, Ascend 2015. These were all Russian hackers, Russian players who raided Base's server and griefed his home, a home that he shared with his brother, so naturally, of course, he would fight back. There's still the question of how exactly it all got to be this way, what the eyes really meant, and how Ascend 2015 turned from a normal player into that. But even now, the puzzle pieces to solving the mysteries of this story are all laid out in front of us. The question is,
Do it, we face.
can you put them together?
We have to
What's he
do
gonna
it.
do now? Oh wait, is he leaving it up to us?
How much longer is there?
It's the end, bro.
Bro, what? There's no way we're gonna figure that out. Chat, do you guys know what happened?
Yeah,
A W video though, better than the other one.
yeah. 100% better than all of them. I'm kind of left questioning a little bit. This is Navy. Looks like Navy isn't. Wait, for me, killing of animals. Just looking at the comments to find any clues.
Hmm.
Tell me to know who said that. Who's sort of-
Base and Base XD are two separate people.
Really?
That's what someone said in the comments.
Are they like brothers?
I don't know. Base XD is Navy's friend. And Base is Ukrainian.
Okay.
Do you think
Okay.
in like 6 years' time you'll still be playing this stupid game?
Oh, I watched that one. That one's good.
Oh, should I watch that one after we get off?
Are multiple
Yeah.
entities He's stalking Andrew's world.
Alright, chat, that's gonna do it for the stream.